Yeah. Wake up with coffee and sports. Sunrise glow, listen coast to coast. A flow like you know.
Offensively, who made them? Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Sideline to sideline with plays to show. This network's got the spark.
When you put up 300 yards rushing against someone, that you got your butt whooped.
I feel like I would have liked to see Oregon, Ohio State in the semis, not the quarters. So I think some reseeding is probably where I would change. But
they're out of their mind. They're going to do this 3 quarterbacks in a row.
Here's the crazy.
I just can't take it.
Birds keep flying high, fans cheering loud, and one podcast moving through the crowd. Meaty Boys brawling, no holds barred bout. This wire life never in doubt. Tune into the vibe.
That's my bold prediction for the show. Devin Booker, in the next 3 years, he will be a Houston Rocket.
Because I still think Seth is still at the top of his game. I do. I think he's right there. Who knows? Maybe. Not this year, but one time soon. Why wouldn't we potentially see Seth and Roman? You know what I mean?
Tune in the vibe.
Guard on the mic tonight. News coming in left and right. Oh, better with the latest fight. Gene's got that insight tight. Champions rise and they fall. Wire to wire, got it all. Every move in every brawl. Tune in for the curtain call. Wrestling talk all night long. Catch the latest match and song. Ring the bell, let's get it on. Every story bright and strong. In the ring they clash and roar. New rivalries and so much more. Titles change and legends lore.
What is poppin', y'all? It is your boy, Guard-E3, and welcome to the Meaty Boys podcast. And of course, joining me just like every week, he is the greatest co-host of all time. He is Mo Betta. How you doing, Mo?
I'm doing great. Just had a wonderful holiday experience with the family. Had a great sports weekend. But here we are on a Monday night, getting ready to do what we do, talk some wrestling. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. I figure, Mo, we'd have a little fun. And I figure I'd start off by sharing my Saturday. So, obviously, the only reason that's relevant to the show is Saturday was AEW Worlds End, and it was in Illinois, so I went, and it was actually double the fun because it was my mom's first ever AEW event. So I wanted to have a little fun, tell you all about some, experience, show you some pictures that I took. And of course, I had a little extra fun. I got the All Elite experience. I got to take some pretty cool pictures. Why don't I start off with that?
Yeah, do that.
We didn't have to wait too long. It was kind of cold outside, but thankfully it was a pretty short wait. They got us, in real quick. So this was part of it. I got to take a picture with the AEW, the TNT Championship, which was a really cool experience. I really enjoyed doing that. And not only that, they had the TBS Championship as well. I got to do a little photo shoot with that. It was a lot of fun. So that was part of the experience, and we were after that, we took the pictures, and then we got to talk to and interact with a couple of the wrestlers. The 3 we got to interact with were Ricochet, which was really cool. He had the Gates of Agony with him. Those are some big dudes. Up close, they're even bigger than they look on TV.
That's crazy.
And then We had Colt Cabana and the referee of the main event of that evening, Bryce Rensburg, joined us as well. We had Alex Abrinis and Dorado. He's one of the luchadors on that was on 0 Hour, so that was a lot of fun. And then the last guy that we got was it was Mark Briscoe. It was Mark Briscoe. And it was a great time. That was a lot of fun just hearing some of their stories up close and personal. We got a little early access to the merch stand. I purchased my mom, so my mom loves scarves. So I bought her one of the MJF scarves.
Perfect.
Right? She's got to tell everybody that she's better than them, and they know it.
I love it.
And then I've also bought myself a Swerve Strickland shirt.
Can't go wrong with Swerve.
And then I bought a book. It's a hardcover book called The History of AEW, which I thought was really cool. So I picked that up as well. Plus, I got the signature lanyard. And of course, accidentally clicked off it. There we go. And of course, before the event, I took a picture with my mama. Got the ring in the background. This was probably my favorite part of the show because what was really fun about my mom being there is she surprised me. I didn't even know she was going to be in town until she showed up at my doorstep the day before. And then she was like, I can go to, the event with you if you want. So I got her as close of a ticket to me as possible. I was actually 1 row over, about 8 rows up from her. But it was
still pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, she had a great time. She said her favorite match of the night was Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander for the women's world title. So that was a great time. These are some pictures that there's my cousin's Maine Coon really quickly.
Maine Coon.
Oh yeah, that's Peppa making her Meaty Boyz debut.
What's good, Peppa?
But yeah, then I got to take some really sweet pictures. I was in section 117, row 1. So I was really up close and personal with these guys. Pretty much right behind the floor seats. Some with Joe. That was MJF entrance. Hangman. Overall, the experience was great. The only thing I'd push back on that happened there was every single Bears fan cheered when the Packers lost, like in live action. So I tried to start a Go Pack Go chant, naturally. I like I said, I like the angle that I had because I was able to get the wrestlers in some really cool shots with the fireworks going off in the background. It was like the perfect angle for that. Some Babes of Wrath and Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné. But yeah, these are some of the pictures that I took, and we
nice.
Like I said, it was overall a great experience. A lot of great wrestling. Overall, though, the best part of the experience, though, was definitely being able to spend the day with my mom. We also found a really good pub about 5 minutes away from the arena called the Rookies Pub and Grill. It was I ended up having a burger with a gluten-free bun, had fried egg on it, and some of the crinkle cut fries as well. Mom had some tacos. So overall, it was a phenomenal day. Like I said, it's first time doing the VIP experience. Definitely will consider doing it again in the future. And I said, hopefully, Mama enjoyed the event enough that she'll come to another one with me because it's always great to spend time with your mom. So, overall, I just wanted to take a moment to discuss that date with you guys. It was a fun day. It was a fun day, and it was a great event. What's up, David? Thank you for tuning in, sir. But yeah, it was a great time on Saturday. It was a great experience.
It had to be a great experience just because of the big surprise of your mom showing up. You had no idea she was coming, and then you guys went to the event together. You got to share that. You got a great picture together. I just think you had an awesome time, man, and I'm happy for you. Happy for you. Happy that your mom came and had a good time herself. Guess what? Now your mom's gonna have to come on Meaty Boys.
Right? Oh, fair enough. We're doing good, David. How are you? Say, yeah,
It's been a minute. It's been a minute, Dave, but thank you, man.
Yeah, like I said, we really enjoyed the show. I thought overall it was a really it was a solid show. There was definitely better AEW shows this year, but it was a fun, solid way to end the year. And of course, we got the excitement of a title, the end of the night title change. So overall, it was a good experience. It's always fun when you get to experience a title change live. But if I took a step back and judged it from a more unbiased perspective, I guess I would say it was solid. I would probably, in terms of AEW pay-per-views, like right in the middle of the pack. It was fun.
What was your favorite match?
Ooh, it's tough because ironically it was probably the Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander match as well. I almost it was so close being the opening match, which was Okada versus Takeshita, and the entire match was really good. But the ending where they ended the match with Okada had to cheat to win by hitting him in the head with a screwdriver. So I'm like, you gave me a clean finish to that one. That's my favorite match. So I didn't like the ending to that one, but overall, it was either the opening match or the women's world title match, which those two ladies knocked it out of the park. It was a lot of fun. Those are some great matches.
I was curious about the tag team match for the women's tag team championship, because obviously I believe you had Athena teaming up with Mercedes Moné. And I guess most people would favor them to win because obviously they're both better individual wrestlers, but it's tag team wrestling. That's a whole new thing, and it doesn't work that way. The better team will win, and I'm not surprised that the champs retain their belts.
Yeah, and it was great how they did it, and then they're continuing the whole fun downfall of the Mercedes Moné, downfall of Mercedes. It was well done, and I enjoy that they retained. I think it would have been too easy to just put the belts on Athena and Mercedes. I think it's a great call to let Harley and Willow Nightingale continue their great reign as champions. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing just the continuance of that storyline. We're going to get Willow versus Mercedes on Wednesday, and I'm curious to see where they go next with the downfall of Mercedes, because she's been knocking it out of the park with that storyline.
Look, she's come so far as a performer. She's become almost like the female version of John Cena, because now she's won all those belts. And now she's going to have to lose all those belts. And look, in the bigger picture, I believe she lose all those belts to get her shot at the World Championship at some point.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. We say, and then of course, look at this. What's popping, Will?
What's up? What's up?
He heard we were talking about Mercedes and had to jump in immediately, right?
I mean, Will's not going to pass up a chance to talk about his favorite performer. So yeah,
Your favorite? Heck no, no sir. I'm glad she's down to what, 10 now?
You're killing me, Will.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, she's losing them all.
Yeah, they all need to go. But you know what's gonna happen? You know what's going to happen once the last one goes. This is going to put the main title around her waist.
I think once she does get the World Championship, I think she holds it for a long time.
I do too.
I think she's going to have like a year plus run.
Yeah.
Say,
Unless she gets hurt.
Yeah.
Say, I'm definitely glad you could join us this week, Will, since you're going to be also joining us next week as well. Because next week it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this is the perfect time to promote the Meaty Boys award show.
Yes.
And of course, I have the list of awards. Now, I will be presenting them in a different order, but I got them all together right now. So I'll have different names, and they'll be in a different order next week. But why don't I do a quick rundown of the different awards and the options? Now, the one thing I do want to put, I always have a write-in option. So if you think that I didn't put something that should have been in there, there's a write-in option for you. So
Okay.
you are more than welcome to write in your own. Say, we got
All right.
there we go. I'll throw it up here. We got WWE debut of the year. So I mixed it in with some NXT talent. There weren't too many debuts on the main roster this year.
Nah.
So I threw in Ricky Starks, Blake Monroe, Penta, and JC Mateo. So, and then of course, if there's anybody I forgot about, knock yourself out. But say for AEW side of that, we got Josh Alexander, Megan Bain, Mike Bailey, and Thekla. So those are your debut of the year options with a write-in. So I already know who I'm voting for. So
Me too.
say for now we got a return of the year, of course. On the WWE side, we got AJ Lee, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and Goldberg. And the AEW side, Darby Allin, Bryan Danielson, MJF from this past Dynamite, and Luchasaurus. Say we're
I already know who I already know I'm voting for.
Me too.
I'm not going to even keep it a secret. I think AJ Lee should win.
Yep.
fair.
Amen.
I say I know I voted for AJ. Say some of these are going to go down right to the wire, just like last year. It's going to be a great time. We got we got the female superstar of the year. This will be fun. WWE side, we got Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vakir, or Naomi. So
That's
we
tough.
yeah, I did my best to put you all in a predicament here. So
it's not an easy one.
Not at all.
say the AEW side, we got Timeless Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné, Athena, and Chris Statlander.
Ooh.
That's tough too.
That is tough.
When you go back and look at it, that's rough. Good Lord.
Oh yeah.
All those ladies are deserving.
They are. Yeah, that's a really good. Those are two really good categories. Those last two. Those are tough. Those are very, very competitive. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Saying, of course, WWE Moment of the Year. For the men's side, we got John Cena turns heel at Elimination Chamber. Paul Heyman sides with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Gunther makes John Cena tap out. And the Ruse of the Century. Seth Rollins again makes a second appearance. He cashes in at SummerSlam. Say it.
Woo, those are good too.
That's rough.
I think the two that I'm leaning towards, and I can't decide between, is Cena turning heel and Rollins cashing in.
The two I'm leaning up against is Cena turning heel and Paul Heyman siding with Seth.
Say, that's fair. I'm kind of debating between say John Cena and I don't know. It's tough. I was going between Cena and Seth, either one.
Right.
Say the moment of the year. Now, I kind of put in AJ returning because it's just impossible to keep that out of this category. We got Jade Cargill turns heel. to me, this is going to be the tough one to beat. Naomi cashes in at Evolution 2, and Becky Lynch heel turn.
I think Naomi wins.
Yeah,
that's because that she did that so well. That was executed perfectly.
Oh, absolutely. I'm predicting AJ wins return of the year, and Naomi takes this one home. Saying it's honestly well deserved for Naomi if she does win.
And congratulations on her pregnancy too.
Oh,
no,
right.
absolutely.
That's right. Absolutely.
Got the AEW moment of the year. Hangman beats Jon Moxley and opens the briefcase to reveal the AEW World title. MJF inserting himself into the World's End main event and winning. Jon Moxley wins the Continental Classic at World's End. And the reuniting of the Jurassic Express.
It's early. It's early. But I think MJF is going to be hard to beat.
It is, because it was so anticipated.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to MJF and Hangman saving the title there from Moxley. And then we got the women's side. We got, if anybody remembers, this right before the match with Mariah May, her when she became timeless Toni Storm again on Collision. If anybody hasn't seen that, that is a terrific promo. We got Beth Copeland debuting at AEW All Out. The Babes of Wrath winning the inaugural tag titles at Winter is Coming. And the Triangle of Madness, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, and Mercedes Moné winning the first ever Blood and Guts women's match.
That's good.
That's a good one. Yeah. I'm debating on two. Toni Storm and Triangle of Madness.
That's fair. All the ladies deserve a shout out definitely for what they did in that first ever women's Blood and Guts match. They're better than the men. I enjoyed the match better than the men's one.
Yep. And that doesn't happen too often.
Now, here's the fun one. WWE Men's Match of the Year. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Ooh.
DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits. Triple threat TLC match on SmackDown. CM Punk versus Gunther. SummerSlam. I think these two in the middle are underrated classics from this year. I couldn't take them off.
Yeah.
The triple threat tag team match, I wasn't that excited about it, the idea of it, but when you watch that match and all those finishers and all the things that happen in and out the ring, that's an amazing match.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it deserves to be there. The one I tell you, the one I ain't voting for, I'm not gonna vote for CM Punk versus Gunther. I'm not voting for that. Heck no. I'm just not a fan of Gunther.
You know what it is? You know what it is? He's boring.
He is.
He's a good wrestler, but Gunther has a wrestling style, Will, that reminds you of wrestlers from the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like his name is Gunther, but if you didn't know his name, you'd be like, is that Jack Briscoe or Jerry Briscoe or somebody from back in the day like that, like Tully Blanchard or somebody like that? He has a very methodical, old school, boring style.
Yeah. And he's not the best on a mic either.
Now, you know what? I'll let us make an executive decision right here because there's one match I was debating about switching that with. So I'll let us make an executive decision right now before we drop the link into the public. CM Punk versus Gunther or Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel?
Cena versus AJ.
Oh, I'll take that.
Give me that.
I'll take
that.
Yeah.
I was debating, and at the last minute, I was like, you know what? We could just decide this on the show.
Yeah, that was a great match.
Styles, Crown Jewel. All right. we're gonna switch up Punk Gunther to be John Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel.
There we go. That was a great match.
Say on the AEW men's side, we got Hangman Adam Page versus John Moxley. The Young Bucks for Swerve and Will Ospreay at All In. Another underrated classic from a couple weeks ago on free TV, Mike Bailey versus Kyle Fletcher from the Continental Classic.
They both need to be given their flowers. They're both really good.
Yeah. And this one, to me, the odds-on favorite, Will Ospreay versus Hangman Adam Page from AEW Double or Nothing Owen Hart Finals match.
I don't know how that. I know we all going to vote how we're going to vote, and the fans are going to vote how they're going to vote. That was a great match. That's going to be hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We got the men's rivalry of the year. On the WWE side, we got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. I thought the build-up was so good that I added Punk versus Reigns versus Rollins from the start of the year. And, of course, the other longest-running rivalry, Jey Uso versus Gunther.
That was Jay's downfall, so to speak, though.
Mm.
You know? That was his downfall from grace, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm personally thinking that it's going to be definitely one of these three. I don't know what way it goes. Seth Punk, Cena Rhodes, these three.
Those first three, that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because all three of those matches are great.
Mm-hmm. I almost want to vote John Cena, Cody Rhodes, but it throws me off because I look at that, I'm like, oh, I know all I hear is Fiend and Travis Scott every time I look at that. If I ever think about the entire feud.
Travis Scott ruined the feud.
Yeah.
I blame Travis Scott.
For the AEW's men's rivalry of the year, got Hangman Adam Page versus John Moxley. Takeshita versus Okada. It's been a fun little build. Adam Cole versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT title. And Swerve versus Ricochet.
That's tough too. Because all those matches were good matches.
Yeah, and the feud and the whole rivalry with all of those was, just kind of great beginning to end. Had me enticed all the way up until the matches.
That's gonna be tough.
Jey Uso versus Gunther match was great. He made the feud interesting. I think the most interesting part of Jey Uso versus Gunther was, I think Jimmy was the one that really killed it in that feud. Jimmy came in and took that feud to the next level. Swerve versus Ricochet match was good.
Yeah, that men's rivalry, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
I was impressed by that match because initially when you tell me Swerve versus Ricochet, I was like, well, Swerve just gonna walk all over him. And Ricochet showed me something in that match.
Showed you some toughness.
He did, because I seen him do a lot of things, but I never thought he was a tough guy. He showed a lot of heart and a lot of toughness in that match.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, absolutely. For the women's rivalry of the year on the WWE side, I got the build-up for Rio versus Io versus Bianca leading into WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. And then it threw in Rhea versus Io Sky by itself. Those two just had a great feud, and then a enemies to friends sort of thing going. But their feud to Evolution was great.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria.
Man, I think the one I like the least is probably Becky versus Lyra Valkyria. But I like them all. It's what I like the least. I think the Rhea Io thing is weird only because they were such fierce rivalries. Now they're running around like new kids on the block.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're hangout buddies. They're always hugging each other all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just it's a hard sell for me. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know what it does? It doesn't feel natural. Will it doesn't feel natural.
I feel you. The one I don't like. You already know me. I didn't like that Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair match. I didn't like that at all. I just thought you saw Tiffany toward the end of that match kind of like run out of gas, so to speak. She got the win, but she just didn't, in my opinion, she just didn't look like somebody who should have been called up at that time. It was like she was still showing she was green between her conditioning and the way she looked in the ring. She still looked green to me. And I didn't like that match. I didn't like her in that match whatsoever.
I didn't like her because I just think that with her persona and her in-ring ability, some people are naturally built to be heels.
Right.
And once she won and became the champ, it didn't elevate her. Yeah, she just kind of sank because she's not good as a face.
Right.
She's bad as a face. It's weird to say this, but Tiffany is one of those people that you love to hate, right? That's what she is. And I think they need to get her back to that.
If you would have put her in that bad girl, kind of valley girl type of ding with her, I think that would have been perfect. I would have
loved that. Yeah, I agree, Will. I would have loved that. Yeah.
I think that would have been perfect for Tiffany. She could have pulled it off too, but they brought her in as baby girl face, and I did not like that.
Oh, fair enough. Let's say the AEW side, we got the Toni Storm versus Mariah May leading into Revolution. Thekola's debut against Jamie Hayter. That was a lot of fun. And then Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm. And how about Mercedes Moné versus Harley Cameron leading into Grand Slam Australia? That was a really fun feud with the puppet and everything.
That was a really good feud. That was good.
Yeah.
The Toni Storm versus Hayter, that was like an old school men brawl. You know what I mean? Like they're doing pile drivers. Like, it was such a physical match. I think that's why I'm such a big fan of Toni Storm, because she can wrestle any style. And she doesn't mind getting dirty or getting bloody or whatever she needs to do to sell the storyline, she'll do it.
Can we give Jamie Hayter some love?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Say, ready to try to pick the women's match of the year?
Yeah.
Rhea versus Io versus Bianca, WrestleMania Night 2.
That was a great match.
You got Rio versus Io versus Naomi at Evolution 2.
That was a great match.
And I those two are going to be tough. And I put in some underrated gems. I loved Lyra versus Becky Lynch from Backlash. I thought that was a phenomenal match. And why not mix it up from technical to hard hitting? Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez at the Night of Champions street fight.
I've been saying this for the longest time. Io, I think, is pure talent wise probably the best wrestler on that roster. Now, the thing that kills her is the fact that, but it also helps her a little bit because it helps her with her quote unquote TV type of cuteness, so to speak. And she does speak English a little bit better than Shinsuke Nakamura did, or does on the mic. So that goes to benefit her. I just think, and people keep telling me Rhea is better, and it's all subjective at the end of the day. But I just think as a pure talent and everything that she can do at her size, I think pound for pound, Io is one of the best WWE has to offer.
Absolutely.
I don't disagree with that. If you're going to surmise everybody's, not just their size, their power, their personality, but the actual in-ring abilities, I don't know that anybody has more talent in ring than Io Sky. And you make a great point, Will. Even though she doesn't speak English really well, I feel like because of her personality, it kind of lends to her being drawn to the crowd and the crowd being drawn to her. Like,
yeah,
she's one of the few wrestlers I know that's not good on the mic, and it hasn't hurt her.
Exactly.
Say, the only match that I kind of left out, but I did it intentionally because I didn't want to put the same match twice, was Rhea versus Io versus Naomi from SummerSlam. So I tried to just pick the better like match between the two. And I thought the Evolution 2 match was the better match between the two, so that's the one I decided on. So if people want to argue that the SummerSlam match should be on here as well, I don't disagree. I also really just want some variety as well, but
Right.
Okay.
So that's kind of my reasoning as to why the SummerSlam match is. But if you want to write it in, go for it.
Feel more than free. Mm-hmm.
Say the women's match on the AEW side, we got Toni Storm versus Mariah May, Hollywood Ending Revolution, Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm, All In, Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter at Double or Nothing,
That was a
and
good match.
Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter at World's End.
Yeah, that was a great match. I think my favorite of those would be the Hollywood Ending. That was a great match. That was a great match.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a great match. It was great theater too. Like Toni Storm is a great performer. Period.
Say some of these categories, I kind of made them knowing that there probably was going to be a winner, and all these matches are great, but the Hollywood Ending between Storm and May was just so next level that it was just hard, almost impossible to top.
You can make an argument that was May's WB tryout match, or the match that attracted WB to her.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, facts.
Say this is always my favorite award of the year. This is actually going to be named the Frank's Fighter of the Year, named after my grandfather. Say for the male side, I got John Cena, Seth Rollins, Gunther, and threw in CM Punk, but I also thought about Cody Rhodes in this final spot as well. CM Punk got his first Mania main event, won the world title twice, and he threw out a lot of classics this year, so this one should be interesting.
Are we giving Gunter a vote here because he did end Cena's career? Or is that why you put him in there?
Or is it because he lost the title to Jay, but then he came back and he took the title from Jay?
Yep.
Overall, I just think Gunther had a very dominant year. He lost at Mania and to Jay, but in all reality, like he's only lost really like 2 matches this year, one to Jay and then to CM Punk at SummerSlam. Like he's been it's just been a very dominant performer this year, and then of course he ended the year by tapping out John Cena, retiring Goldberg, won the world title. Like it's hard to ignore that resume and into the superstar of the year.
He did have a strong year. And look, I might vote for him just because he got rid of Goldberg.
I know WWE is high on him too. Yeah, really high on Gunther.
All fair. On the men's side, you got Samoa Joe, Hangman Adam Page, the Continental Champion for the entire year, Okada, and Jon Moxley.
That's tough too.
I mean, maybe it's me, but I think Okada's got to get more flowers.
I agree on that.
He got to get more flowers. That dude is
I
nice.
agree.
That's a bad man. He got to get more love.
I agree.
Say no, that's fair enough. I'm excited to see how many votes he gets. Say tag team of the year. This one I just kind of combined the men and the women. So we got Judgment Day, War Raiders, the New Day, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
I know who it ain't.
All right,
I know who it ain't.
So it ain't the New Day.
It ain't the New Day.
Yeah.
Nope.
The challenge with WWE is they pay so little attention to their tag team division that I was sitting here picking my own brain, like, who am I putting here? Like, the Judgment Day.
Dig this, Brett. This time next year, I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win this time next year. The Usos.
Are we doing Judgment Day on the men, or are we doing Judgment Day on the women?
Oh, this is for the men's side.
Okay. I was just wondering because I saw Flair and Bliss, so that's why I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, I figured this is kind of just for the men because, in all reality, they Say, I figure this is just kind of for the men since they had the really long tag title run, even though they didn't do a whole heck of a lot with it.
But it's an interesting point though, because when you look at Charlotte Flair, this tag team revived her career as a face.
That's kind of why I put it in there. They've been
Yeah.
a perfect mix of great tag team, super entertaining. Like I love this tag team. Honestly, I think that say they'll probably take this one home. I'm very confident that the ladies win this one.
And now you got Charlotte Flair being cheered and applauded.
Yeah.
You didn't see that not too long ago. Boo. You didn't see that too long ago. But now, hey, she done turned it around a little bit. She's the other direction of being a heel turn face successful. And it's really good to see that. Plus, it also says a lot about Charlotte because you have to be able to take the gimmick you're given and make it your own and fully accept it. And she did that.
I agree. I think the best thing that could happen to her at this point in her career was her teaming up with Alexa Bliss. Like you said, Charlotte's become one of the more beloved figures now.
Yep.
And I think, look, I don't know how they're going to do the storyline. I think they should keep her in tag team wrestling for at least another year.
I think so too. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong either. Because a lot of people tell me they don't like tag team specialists. Do you know how many classic wrestlers were tag team specialists? Do you know how many? How many? And they all went on to either have successful single careers or came from a successful singles career over to a tag team career and was successful on that as well, i.e. Bobby Eaton.
And one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Say AEW side, it gets tougher on the AEW side. They tend to pay a little more attention to their tag division. So we got Brodito, FTR, the Hurt Syndicate, and of course the inaugural tag champs, the Babes of Wrath.
I got two I'm debating on, FTR and Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these.
Is it just me, or does Sheldon Benjamin age like Benjamin Button? Like,
he does look good. He does look good. Yeah.
Like you can tell, like Lashley's got the body, but he can't move quite like he used. But Sheldon Benjamin can still take to the sky and do all those athletic moves that he did when he was half the age he is now. Yep. That's insane to me that he's still that athletic.
Yep.
Absolutely. For entrance of the year, this is always a fun one. John Cena at SummerSlam, CM Punk WrestleMania 41, Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41, and an absolute gem, Randy Orton from SmackDown in August when they were in France. They were all singing his song.
That's easy for me. Give me Randy Orton.
Say the other one I thought about putting in was CM Punk on the Raw, that they did that to him too. Say the AEW's entrance of the year got Hangman Adam Page at All In when they went back to his classic theme song. Say Kenny Omega's special entrance at All In. The Young Bucks had their ship at All In. And Will Ospreay had a really cool entrance at Forbidden Door that highlighted his past in wrestling. So
I ain't giving the Young Bucks nothing. Not a doggone thing. I ain't giving them nothing. No, never. Will not vote for them. No. The other three, I'll take my chances on the other three, but I ain't giving the Young Bucks nothing.
Oh, fair. Say now, I made a rule for NXT. Who's next? Best prospect under 30. You cannot have won a title on the main roster. As soon as you do that, to me, you're not a prospect anymore. You're a made star. So, that being said, Oba Femi, Javon Evans, somebody who won't be on this list next year, Braun Breaker, because he'll be a world champion. Actually, he might not be on this list either next year. And Dominic Mysterio hasn't won the world title yet.
Yeah,
so he still technically qualifies.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's so over too as a heel.
I love Dom.
Yeah, say this. Say the it's a AEW side. Initially, say I know there's a vote for MJF in there because I forgot to take him out earlier. That's all right. Got Wheeler Yuta, Takeshita, Gabe Kidd, and Kyle Fletcher.
I still say give Kyle Fletcher his flowers.
Absolutely, but hey, like I said, if you want to vote for somebody who's a world champion under 30, you want to show them some love, write them in.
Yeah.
Say on the female side now. So they got Roxanne Perez.
This is unfair, Brett. This is unfair.
What?
This is unfair.
This one was tough.
I love Roxanne. I love Sol Ruka. This is just unfair, man. Come on, man.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm a huge fan. I like all these ladies, but I'm really big on Sol Ruka. Woo.
Yes, sir. Come on, man. This is just wrong. This is just wrong.
Hey,
because the thing about it to me is this. To me is this. Roxanne Perez is still gonna be on that main roster, and she's gonna be on the rise because they're high on her too. Sol Ruka is just, I think, untapped potential with her athleticism. If she can stay healthy, I think she's gonna end up being a champion on the main roster one day. She's gonna make somebody pay. I don't know who she's gonna make pay, but she's gonna make somebody pay.
Absolutely. And for the AEW side,
that's even worse, bro.
Julia Hart, Megan Bain,
bro,
Anna Jay, and Sky Blue.
Why you putting Anna Jay and Sky Blue on the same list? That's just diabolical, bro. Oh my god, man. Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
That's diabolical, man. And I like Julia Hart too. Oh,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Those are two tough categories.
Tough.
That's the goal. I did my best to make you have to make you think about it. And the last one, and this is new. This is one I didn't do last year that I regretted, so I added it this year. That's pay-per-view. So for AEW, I put Double or Nothing, Revolution, All In or All Out.
That's tough too. Oh man.
On the WWE side of things, we got Elimination Chamber, Evolution, SummerSlam, and Crown Jewel Perth.
Bruh. Both of those are tough.
Elimination Chamber is so insane just because you have to remember Jade Cargill coming down to the ring and you're thinking, oh no, Trisha and our girl, dang, I can't get her name out now. But Bianca? No, Bianca's like, she don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. She beat up Naomi.
Right, because Liz Morgan is mouthing the words, I didn't do it, it's not me, it's not me. And you're thinking she's coming for Liv, and she beats down Naomi like woo.
But to add to your point, that start Naomi down her way to becoming a champion.
This is true. That's facts. It's the facts.
Absolutely. So, like I said, my goal was to make you think, and I currently, like I said, have them named like WWE Best Pay-Per-View. Some of these will have new names by next week.
Yeah.
But these are your categories. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link to the Google form on the Meaty Boy page. Probably post it on the Wire to Wire page, and I'll share it out. So after this, the public will be able to vote as to what they want to see win the Meaty Boys Award Show next week.
This is going to be tough. Oh, good luck, y'all. Man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I was able to pick the right one. So, guys, we gotta start wrapping up here because Will has a show in about 5 minutes. Why don't you give us a little sneak preview as to what we can look forward to, sir?
Yes, sir. We got the sports report coming up here right here on Wire to Wire Network. We're going to talk about the Raiders. Are they truly, truly tanking? Or were that plan backfire with what they're doing with Max Crosby and Brock Bowers? So definitely tune on in. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more on the Sports Report podcast in about 5 minutes.
That's a great topic right there alone, because what they did with those two players, that sends a bad message, not just to the rest of the league, but in your locker room, in your organization. And then when the players go on social media saying, I'm not hurt, I'm over here playing basketball, I'm hooping.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. Because then that's a big hit on the credibility of your front office and your ownership.
Diabolical.
And before we get out of here, I just want to add, if you are watching us and want to update on Monday Night Football, it is currently 21-0 Falcons. If you saw that coming.
I didn't.
I did not see that coming.
I ain't see that coming.
I actually thought that, I'm going to be honest, everybody. I thought Atlanta would lose, and I was telling everybody this will be Raheem Moore's last game as a coach, but maybe I was wrong, clearly.
I remember I jokingly said before on the ball, because I said, watch the Atlanta Falcons, because if the Falcons win out, then the Panthers automatically clinch a playoff spot. I said, watch the Buccaneers' luck. They're going to beat the Panthers, think they won the division just for the Falcons to win out, and the Panthers take the division.
That's crazy.
My thing is, what's up with this division? Saints doing 1 4 in a row. Falcons going for what? Two in a row, if memory serves. What's going on with this division? Because it's bottom rising up from the top. Bucks falling down. Saints beat Carolina. So it's crazy.
Man, Tampa is just totally flatlining.
Oh yeah. At the wrong time.
At the wrong time.
No, absolutely. Hey, maybe your Saints are taking the division next year.
Hey, I'll say this before I roll out. I hate to do it, but I gotta be a man. Gotta be a true brother. I was wrong about Tyler Show. I was wrong.
Say, fair enough. Gonna be offensive rookie of the year soon.
He can play. He can play.
Yeah. Maybe that age helped him.
Facts.
Oh, fair. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Tune into the Sports Report in about 3 minutes, and we will see you next week for the award show.
Later, guys.